Welcome to your next edition of Spotlight. Some really quick ideas to improve your trading and investing. And as always, we have our disclosure slide, so you could look this over at your convenience at the link below. But essentially, remember that there's a risk of loss with pretty much whatever you're trading. So before we start on this video, I just want to remind you that one of the major advantages of candlesticks is you get usually earlier reversal signals, top and bottom reversal signals with candles than with Western technicals. Also, you may get support or resistance areas that those who use traditional Western technical analysis tools don't get. So let's look at an example of this. Let's look at rising and falling windows first. And just to remind you what a rising window is, the market gap's higher between the current session's low and the prior session's high. There's no action, there's no price action. What we in the West call a gap, the Japanese will call a rising window, and the whole rising window is support based on the close. As long as the market doesn't close into the bottom of the rising window, the support is still valid. A falling window, the market gaps down. The whole window is resistance with the major resistance at the top of the falling window. And as long as the market, it could actually push above the falling window, but as long as it doesn't close above it, it's still a resistance area. Now in Western technicals, and we're going to bring these both together, the island top and windows in a minute, just to remind you what a traditional Western island top is. The market gaps up, in other words, you have a rising window, and then it trades for one or more sessions up here, then it gaps down, that is, you have a falling window. So there's an island top, because it supposedly looks like an island surrounded by water. And an island bottom is the market gaps down, that is, you have a falling window, and then it gaps up. It can trade down here for one or more sessions, and then it gaps up, i.e. a rising window. Now let's look at a strategy to get a support or resistance areas that those who don't use candlesticks may miss. So here we had an island top. Notice the gap higher, a rising window, and a gap down. Now we have a benefit of our member site called mycandletrust.com is a paid member site, where we go over markets of your choice, members' choices, and I'll tell you how to access that in a little bit. But the market was rallying, and the market requested, and it was on this session, and I had pointed out that the market was at resistance. Now, the reason I was able to do that is because with an island top, as shown here, remember there's an island top, the market gapped up and gapped down. This is traditional resistance up here. But because of the falling window, we now have a candlestick resistance area that comes before the traditional Western resistance level. So whoever had asked about this market knew to lighten up on long positions, or maybe even think about going short, or move up a protective stop because the market was at resistance. And that was confirmed with the doji, where the opening and closing are the same or nearly the same. Remember, doji tells us the market is tired. So if someone was waiting to lighten up on a long position, lock in profits, or move up protective stop on a long position, waiting for here, they would have missed that opportunity because they would not have known. If they did not know about the falling window, they would have been waiting for here, and look what happened after. So here, a nice example of how you get a signal with candlesticks, although it uses the same data as a bar chart, open, high, low, and close, that you don't get with a traditional Western technical analysis tool, that is the island top. Notice here also a rising window, and the market gap down, falling window, and the gapped up. And I don't have a line here, but if you visually or mentally draw a line, notice how this rising window became support. And I should point out over here, the falling window, the market got above it, but didn't close above the falling window, the top of the falling window. So that falling window remains resistance. Likewise, this rising window, the market got below it, but didn't close below it, so this support area remained intact. So if you like examples like this, if you want me or us to go over markets of your choice twice a week, you may be interested in going to find out more about mycandletrust.com, which we abbreviated MyCC. Go to this link, and you'll see actual examples of the strategy session We give you a chart challenge where we show you a chart and ask you a candlestick question, and we'll show you an example of a trade setup we do each and every day. So go to this link. Any questions, contact Paul at candlecharts.com.